Turn on the device by clicking the power button. Next, remove the cover on the upper part of the device, exposing the optical port. Insert a launch box connector to the port. Auto OTDR module is the easiest to use, provides the most comprehensive view of the events on the cabling, and is the best choice for less experienced users. The tester automatically selects certain settings based on the length and overall loss of the cabling. Simply select the test button, and the device will perform an automatic measurement. However, we can change some measurement parameters ourselves by clicking the setting button. In Expert OTDR module, there are 3 measurement modes: Auto Test, Real-Time Test, and Average Test. Auto Test is recommended for new users who do not have much knowledge about measurements. In Real-Time Test mode, you can perform dynamic measurements in real time. Average Test is intended for experienced users who want the highest measurement accuracy. All 3 modes display curve, list, and map simultaneously for most professional experience. After selecting the appropriate measurement mode, we can also choose the measurement parameters. Testing time is the duration of the measurement. We can choose 5, 15, 30, 60, 120, or 180 seconds. The IOR converts the time that the OTDR measures to distance and displays it on the trace. Entering the appropriate value for the fiber under test will ensure accurate measurements of fiber length. To obtain accurate measurements, always clean connectors prior to OTDR testing. Unit parameter allows you to select between available measurement units. Event loss threshold lets you set the threshold in decibels for loss, non-reflective events. When you select smaller threshold values, the tester makes a trace with less noise. To do this, the tester makes more measurements to be averaged or uses wider pulse widths. Thus, smaller values can possibly increase test times or dead zones. Return loss threshold allows you to set the threshold of allowable return loss. Return loss is measured according to the characteristics of components such as cables, patch cords, pigtails, and connectors, as well as on an end-to-end network. Return loss level. End loss threshold lets you set the threshold in decibels for detection of the end of the fiber. An event that is above the threshold is shown as the end of the fiber. There is also an option to enable or disable the real test analysis function. In the pass-fail section, there are 2 more parameters: average loss threshold and event loss threshold. After selecting the appropriate parameters, you can carry out the measurement. To start, click Test button. The device performs the measurement for the selected period of time and then displays the results. After taking a measurement, you can save your results and load it later. Press Save to save a measurement. Choose the file name and then confirm by pressing Enter. To load your saved measurement, click File. Choose the right folder and file to open. OTDR includes a visual fault locator that sends a red light down the fiber. The red light shows at the end of the fiber and at breaks, cracks, and sharp bends along the fiber. There are 3 types of light to choose from. Event map is a function which can display events in user-friendly icons. Each type of event has its own symbol. Each type of event is represented by a graph of a fiber trace, which illustrates the power reflected back toward the source as a function of distance. Optical power meter measures the power or loss of an optical signal transmitted through a fiber cable. By pressing Wave icon, you can select the appropriate wave in the range of 850 to 1,650 nanometers. Laser source shares OTDR optical port and work on the same working wavelength of OTDR. Press open to activate the laser. By pressing wave icon, you can select the appropriate wave range. In RJ45 tracker module, you can track the cable wires by using RJ45 cable tracker. RJ45 line sequence measurement allows to measure the sequence of 8 core wires inside the network cable. Before measuring, remember to connect the remote module. Press test to start cable sequence test. For comparison, let's check the damaged cable. The device shows which lines are broken. This module allows for the measurement of Ethernet cable length. Connect the cable to the RJ port on the side of the device, then press test to measure the length. The device shows the correct cable length. Laser distance meters measures distance using a laser in 12 different modes: single, continuous, addition, subtraction, angle, hypotenuse, height version 1, height version 2, triangle area, rectangle area, volume, and speed measurement. The maximum test distance is 40 meters. In the system module, there are additional settings such as auto turning off, display backlight, sound, flashlight, date and time, language, auto-save option, USB connection, Bluetooth settings, recovering default settings, upgrade function and device version information. After finishing the work, turn off the device by holding down the power button and confirm your choice by clicking OK.